So let's just jump right into that. We have introduction of council member Naeem. We're going to give him the code name Doc. Is that you all right with that one, Doc? Since that's kind of what your code name is anyway.
I'm good with that.
Doc, tell the people really quick your sports fan situation, your sports market, the teams that you root for and that you're diehard for.
All right. Well, I'm born and raised in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. So I root for all of the Washington metro area teams. That's Georgetown Hoyas, Maryland Terrapins, Washington Wizards, Washington Capitals, Washington Nationals. The only place I diverge is rooting for the Dallas Cowboys, which
and today you're ready to admit that today.
Right. I'm very happy to admit that today.
Next Monday we don't know.
Thing we put on Jacksonville yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
But what you would find, what's interesting about the DC metropolitan area is there are a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans. So usually about once a year I'll go to the Dallas Washington football game, which is actually happening this Sunday. And in the stadium, it's probably about 60% Redskin fans, 40% Cowboy fans.
Yeah, that's
nice.
So there are a lot of Cowboy fans in this area.
Are you looking at any college basketball yet? I know the season's started, but are you any excitement on for Georgetown or the Terps? How do you feel about Patrick Ewing? What's Patrick Ewing doing? Is there any buzz?
So I think Patrick Ewing, will need probably another year or two to be able to really put his team together, and we will really be able to judge him probably in a year or two when he's been able to do some recruiting. Maryland has some good recruits coming in again. They have their point guard returning from last season, Anthony Cowan. I guess I have higher expectations for Maryland this season than for Georgetown.
Okay. But that can turn around on you, though, because the Maryland's in that Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, the Big East is tough, but, if you're bringing out 3-4 upperclassmen, you have a shot. The Big Ten.
That's right.
It's gritty, man.
Yeah,
the Big Ten is ugly.
Yeah.
And it's a long season,
right.
too.
Well, ever since the football collapsed the basketball infrastructure, it's all messed up. So now the Power Five have taken over basketball also and make it difficult for what's now everybody's a mid-major if you're not Power Five. It's a joke.
Absolutely. Which is interesting. This will take us to another topic, which we can talk about another time. But what is the future of college athletics, especially college basketball? Because the NCAA is going to have to make some tough decisions about either paying athletes, student athletes, or allowing them to declare early for the NBA draft and not forcing them to go to college.
Well, but, I think the decision is going to be made for them. the decision is going to be made for them
by the courts.
Right. The market is going to make that decision for them. They have done all they can to suppress the market. And it's, time's running out. I mean, and we'll definitely talk about that because the minor league system in baseball, I can already see the NBA looking at something similar, right?
Yeah.
The idea that you draft somebody as a senior in high school and then be able to develop them yourself for 3 to 6 years. So that's coming down the line, and I can see Adam Silver starting to drop little hints about the one and done going away. They're not going to let the one and done go away without a answer to what do you do with 18-year-old players.
Right.
Right.
Right. Because it is a minority of high school seniors that are ready to make the leap to the NBA.
Oh
But
yeah.
the number of seniors who believe they're ready to make the leap to the NBA
Right. It's
is
50.
a
Right.
astronomical number.
It could be 100 of them that believe it, and actually only 1, 2, or 3 of them that can actually handle minutes in the NBA the following year.
Absolutely.
All right.
So that is, and then what does that mean for college basketball?
College basketball is going to be fine once you have players that stay. Because I wouldn't mind watching 20, 21-year-olds, seasoned college players compete. You know, that's still great competition. It's not everyone's not going to
be good basketball. It just won't be all of the elite players will go
gone
with your plan, the NBA plan. They'll be gone, and then we'll be seeing the good basketball with non-elite players.
But see, I would differ a little bit because what you're going to get is like from last year, Miles Bridges, 3-year player, Joe, or
yes,
3-year player. Mikal Bridges, 4-year player.
Yes,
those guys can come back to their forefront, and which is actually is the correct thing. You want to see these players play 2, 3, 4 years of college basketball before they go to the next level. Again, the baseball system, you can go to college and you can develop there for 3 years, or you can go straight to pro ball and develop for 3 years. There is no answer as of today which one works better. And baseball is 150 years old. So, you know, as easy as it is for a guy to say, oh, now I played 3 years, they saw my weaknesses and they don't want to draft me. You know, that's because you have weaknesses and they don't want to draft you. You know what I mean? If they choose to go out and draft a 17, 18-year-old, they're taking the same risk because this player might never develop. Right. At least you can see the college players and make a choice whether you want a guy or not. When you take them out of high school, cross your fingers because the vast majority of those guys are never going to make it. Right.